Hello, sir. Sorry, I cannot open my video because I'm still in university. I still have the skill lab with my student. So,
Okay. Okay, no
Also,
problem.
yeah, no problem. Oh, Miss Chichi, are you lecture?
yes, I did medicine student.
I see. I thought you are only a teacher, not a lecturer. Wow. Amazing, Mr. Leo. You have this kind of students, you know.
Yeah. I feel,
Lecture.
yeah, exactly.
Thank you,
They should teach me,
Leo.
not me them, right?
Yes,
Um,
I like study.
uh, so that's why you like to teach as well.
Yes.
What about Tika? Tika, it's been a long time.
Yes. Hello.
How are you? What did you do yesterday?
Yes, I'm good. I had a schedule yesterday. I have a task, so I missed the class yesterday.
Could you repeat, Tika? I couldn't hear.
I had a schedule yesterday, so I missed this class.
So you went to the class? Is that right, Tika?
What? Sorry, my sister is so.
Your sister is a bit loud.
Yes.
Okay. No, because from what I know, it was a national holiday yesterday. So you had a schedule. You said so. You had some appointments. So what did you do? I didn't understand that.
I do my task yesterday.
Class?
Yes, my task.
Class. Okay. So anyway, even though if it was a national holiday, you were doing classes. Okay. You were taking a lesson. Okay. I see. So as we were discussing with Mr. Swardi at the start of the lesson, he sent me the essay for the writing contest using the past simple, right? Not only Swardi, but also other students. I think 4 students at the moment send me that, I believe. So I again invite you to send the text to Miss Putri so that then I can evaluate them and also tell you who is the winner, let's say, of the writing contest. I'm very curious about what you wrote. I can see some people wrote strictly historical facts. Some other people described something about their past. Some other people were more oriented on some kind of philosophical, let's say, philosophical text based on the past events. So it's very interesting to read those. Anyway, okay, so I think we can start our lesson for today. Let me share my presentation for today. Okay. So today we will review all the conditionals that we've been working with in the previous 2-3 lessons. Now I don't remember. So what did you do yesterday? We asked some. Last lesson we had a doubt about one gap filling sentence. That was the letter F. That was this one with the second conditional. So I think it was Fikri was reading. I've been researching to be sure. So my conclusion is the correct answer here is would he do me a favor if I asked him? Would he do me a favor if I asked him? So yes, we must put this even if it's the condition in the question form. And since we use would, then we do not conjugate do, of course, in does, because there is would, right? So would he do me a favor if I asked him? Okay. So let's take a brief review of all the conditional that we studied together. So let's remember there is the zero conditional that is for things that are always true, facts. So the most classic example is that if you eat water, it boils, right? And we have the if plus the present tense and the present tense. So if you eat, present tense, water, it boils, present tense. Okay, so very easy to formulate. So therefore, let's make some examples all together. Here we are inviting you to complete the sentence using the zero conditional. So for example, if I'm late for class, Mr. Leo will be angry. Actually, no, sorry, if I'm using first conditional in this case. So let me use zero conditional. If I'm late for class, Mr. Leo is angry. So in this case, it's something very, very true, very almost a fact, right? That's not true, of course. In fact, Elgin is late right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Leo. Please don't be angry.
No. So anyway, Elgin, you can start actually with number 2. We will use zero conditional. So zero conditional, as we were saying, it's used for things that are always true or facts. Then, of course, we can say a sentence like, if I'm late for class, Mr. Leo is angry, because I'm very, very sure about it. Because maybe 5 times I've been late to class and 5 times Mr. Leo, was angry, then I can say like that, right? So Elgin, number 2, with a zero conditional. You're muted, Elgin.
When he stays up very late, he'll wake up late too, maybe.
So since we are using zero conditional, when he stays up very late, he wakes up late too.
Yes.
Right.
I'm a bit confused. Should I just wakes up or just will?
I mean, they are both good. They're both good. It's just that the second one is, I mean, when he stays up very late, he will wake up late is first conditional. So it's a bit less sure than this.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Okay.
It depends how sure you are. Usually, again, zero conditional is something that is almost a fact.
Yes.
Very, very strong, right?
Okay.
But anyway, we can say it like that. Tika, number 3.
People get hungry. People get hungry. People get hungry.
When do you get hungry, Tika? When do you?
People get hungry when she left to eat.
Okay, we can say people get hungry.
When she
People
left
get hungry
to
when
eat.
they, for example, can't eat, or when
they do
they
fast.
don't. When they fast, right? When they do fasting.
Maybe we can say it like this. People get hungry, they eat.
People get hungry, they eat.
Yes.
Okay, you're putting in that way too.
Yes.
Of course. So people get hungry, they get hungry. But in this case, Elgin, I understand what you're saying. But actually, so the point is this, that now we are building this zero conditional. So you can either use if, or for example, when. It's another option. So in this sentence, we don't have if, right? So this following sentence must have the if. So people get hungry if they fast, if they don't eat, if they can eat, right? Or when is actually the same of if in these cases. Okay.
So there need to be at least one if or when.
To be a conditional sentence.
Okay.
Right. Then of course we can build any kind of sentence, but to be a conditional sentence, if or when. Okay. For Swardi. You're muted. Swardi, we cannot hear you. Can you hear us? No? Okay, maybe Mr. Suarez's connection is not the best at the moment. What about Chichi? Chichi, number 4.
Okay, if you study hard, you will reach all your dream.
You will reach all your dreams. Again, this is a zero conditional exercise, not first conditional. So if you study hard, you will reach all your dreams.
Okay.
So if you study hard,
If
you
you
will
study
reach.
hard, you will smart.
If you study hard, you are smart. Okay, makes sense. Good. If you study hard, you for sure.
If you study hard, you will be smart, girl.
But here we are using will again. So you be, or you're saying you be.
You be. You will be, or
yeah, because we cannot say like that. In fact, I think it just if you study hard, you pass the exam, something like that, right? Okay, number 5, Raisa.
When she watches a movie, she gets amused.
She gets amused.
Like that?
She gets amused. Okay. Number 6, Fikri.
When I cross the street, I need to look around.
Can you repeat?
When I cross the street, I need to look around.
I need to look around, right? When I cross the street, I look around. Also, we can say. Again, here we have when instead of if. It's the same thing. Okay. 7, Ria.
I can do my homework if I on deadline in my office.
Can you repeat, Ria? I can't do my homework if
I am on deadline in my office.
Actually,
I am very busy.
Okay. I can't do my homework if I am very busy. Okay. Good. Okay, let's do another round. Elgin.
Wait.
He always smiles.
He always smiles if he's happy.
Okay, good. 9 for Tika. Oh, there is a mistake here. If I miss the boys, yeah, typo boys here. If I miss the boys, kind of my friends, right? If I miss the boys.
If I miss the boys, I am happy.
Really, Tika?
If I miss the boys.
So what would you do if you, so Tika, when you miss your friend, what do you do?
If I miss the boy, I will meet.
Okay, if I miss the boys, I will meet them, for example. This is good. This is first conditional. So you're saying, if I miss the boys, I will meet them. Okay, good. But if it's very, very true that you always do that, then you can say, if I miss the boys, I meet them. I meet them. So just using the present, because it's always like that. As soon as you miss them, you meet them. It's a very strong sentence. It's more common to say, if I miss the boys, I will meet them. It's more reasonable, let's say. But if you want to express it strongly, you can say in that way. Okay? Swardi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Number 10. Number 10. Okay. When you make a lot of noise, I can't hear the music.
When you make lots of noise, I can't hear the music. Perfect. Ria, 11.
Tea tastes sweet if we put the sugar.
Tea tastes sweet if we put the sugar in it. Okay, great. Ria, do you like to put sugar in the tea or do you prefer it without sugar?
I put less sugar.
Not much sugar.
Yeah, not much sugar.
How many spoons?
I think 1 or 2 spoons only.
Okay, okay. So number 12, Chichi.
You should eat less. You will lose weight gain.
Okay, but we need an if or a when.
You should at least when you should at least if you want if you if you okay
that's good.
You should at least if you should at least when you should at least when you want to lose the weight.
Right. You should eat less if you want to lose weight, when you want to lose weight, right? Okay. Perfect. 13, who's left there? Let me see. Fikri.
I always take my umbrella when it's cloudy.
Good. Raisa, 14.
When I'm sad, I cry.
So this kind of sentence makes you look like that you cry very, very easily, right? When I'm sad, I cry always. Okay. 15. Is there anyone else left for the second round? No, I think. So maybe Swardi again, that didn't have the chance before. Swardi?
So Swardi, can you hear us? Hello?
Miss Putru, your voice is very, very low today. I mean, not today, now actually. Before it was better.
How about now?
Okay, okay. It's yeah, I see. Now it's better. Anyway, Swardi.
Number 15.
Yes, 15.
When he cleans the house, what is when?
This is not easy, right?
When he cleans the house, the cat goes away.
When he cleans the house, the cats go away or the cat goes away, right? One of the two, because how many cats are there in the house?
One cat.
Just one cat. So
goes.
So when he goes away. Okay, great. Yes, exactly. This is a very good example from Mr. Swardi, because you could have placed many different things here following this sentence, but the fact that the cat goes away, it's something that is very, very true. I mean, for most of the cats, especially for this cat, right? So it sounds very, very a good example, let's say. Okay, so zero conditional review, pretty easy. So now let's move to first conditional again. As you know, you've been mistaking a bit zero conditional with first conditional because it is about the meaning, right? And it's not always easy to see the difference, right? Anyway, the first conditional is not about things that are always true, but are about things that are real and possible, okay? Possible situation. And this can be in the present. So for example, if it rains, I will get wet. This is something present. Or about the future. For example, if I win the lottery, I will buy a house. So again, something that it's real and possible. Now, if I win the lottery, it's not actually real and possible unless I know some secret. Anyway, so the form here is if plus the present, simple, and then using a future tense that could be will or going to. So let's do another kind of exercise. So again, for exercising the first conditional, in this exercise, we should match the boxes together, and not in your notebook, but we will discuss together. We will use first conditional sentences. So as you can see, if we'll stay at home if it rains. I'll meet you at the station if you come by train. Okay, this is the exercise. So you look at what is written in the boxes and you pair them together. I would like to give you 5 minutes to do this. Okay, so take your time to see what could be paired with what. Take some notes and then we will discuss it together. Okay?
Okay, so yes,
yes.
sorry, Mr. Leo. So 5 minutes for all of them. It's individual learning, right? I mean, it's not
Yes.
like a group task, right?
For now, we'll give just 5 minutes for them to think, and
okay.
then we will discuss it together.
Okay.
While they think, they can write, of course, notes, and then we will do it together.
Yeah, I hope it's very clear for all of you. Okay, so I think we can have a start from now.
Yes.
And we'll finish around 4:35. Right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Of course, if you are already done, that you're very fast, you can say I'm done. And if everyone else is done, we can go. But I think 5 minutes will be a good time.
Yeah, I think it's enough time.
Yeah,
okay, have a good luck for all of you.
Thank you.
2 minutes and 20 seconds, so almost half of the time. So it's 4 minutes. So 1 minute left. So anyway, don't worry if you cannot find all the answers right now. We will find them together again. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 5 minutes over. So, did you have time to find them all?
I did.
I did.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay. So let's see. Who would like to suggest one?
I.
Okay. Great.
She won't get. She won't get a place at university. She failed her exam.
Wait a second. She won't get a place at
She won't get a place at
university.
university. She failed her exam.
So let's make the conditional sentence. So she won't get a place at university if she fails her exam.
Yes, she won't get a place at university if she failed her exam.
Okay. Do we agree? Everyone else?
Yes.
Yes, Raisa, Elgin. If there is someone that thinks there is something different, you can always suggest. Okay. Next one.
If the weather's nice, we'll eat in the garden.
So if the weather is nice, we will eat in the garden. Do we agree?
Yes.
Do you usually eat in the garden when the weather is nice?
No.
No.
Of course not.
No, of course, Elgin says, of course not. Of course, because there is no garden.
There's no garden.
I didn't agree.
Okay, Chichi, what's your option?
Because I'm mommy, I understand about it. The weather is nice. I'll do the washing up.
So let me see where it is. I'll do the washing up. Here it is. So
maybe.
Of course, we can have multiple options, right? So if the weather is nice, I'll do the washing up. I can see. That's mother reasoning.
It can be also. It can be also.
Okay, good. Okay, next one. Maybe you cook the dinner. What we can pair this with?
Cook dinner.
If you cook the dinner, I will do the washing up.
Okay, sorry, Fikri, can you speak? There was also Chichi speaking. Fikri?
If you cook the dinner, I will do the washing up.
If you cook the dinner. So this is a trade. This is a trade. Do you do this kind of trade with your family members, or maybe with your husband or your wife?
Yes, I do.
So what's the usual trade, Fikri, in your house?
I cannot cook, so I do washing. I wash the.
Okay, so actually this example is exactly the one. So if you cook, someone else must wash. I see. Okay. I really don't like doing the washing, so I would choose to cook. What do you prefer to choose, Fikri?
Because I cannot cook, so I don't have any choice.
But that could be an excuse, you know. You can say, no, I will cook. Everyone, no, please don't. Anyway, okay, good. So next one. What about I write it in my diary? I was thinking, I write it in my diary. Any option? Maybe from Ria, Tika, or Swardi? I write it in my diary.
I write it in my diary. If I won't forget the date.
Yeah.
I won't forget the date.
Okay, so maybe we want to say something. So you're saying I write it in my diary if I won't forget the date.
Yes.
I'm not sure about the meaning of the sentence, because if I say I write it in my diary if I won't forget the date. Because I could expect
when I won't forget the date, I write it in my diary.
Because if we are saying that if I don't write it in my diary, I will forget the date. I understand it. But if
I think the form is maybe if we switch the form, it will be more make sense. Like I won't forget the date if I write it in my diary.
Okay. In this way, I won't forget the date if I write it in my diary. Good, Raisa. Thank you. So let's see. So do you have a diary, Mr. Swardi? An agenda or a diary?
Yes, sir. So I write it in my diary, so I won't forget the date.
So because I write everything, otherwise I forget. That's my strategy. Everything that I know, I write it. So I don't forget anything. Okay. Next one, Tika. Is there one that you...
I won't have any money if I lose my job.
I won't have any money if I lose my job. Great. What about Ria?
You go to bed early, you will feel better in the morning.
So if you go to bed early, okay, so we need to put the if, right? So if you go to bed early, you will feel better in the morning. Okay, so probably we are talking about a sick person, right? Maybe he or she has the flu. Okay. Is there someone that didn't say? Maybe, no, Elgin?
Yes. Okay, wait a minute. When you tell him the problem, I'm sure he'll understand.
Okay, when you tell him the problem, I'm sure he'll understand. Where is I'm sure he will. I cannot find the second part.
Above the weather is nice.
Above the weather. Here it is. Thank you. Okay. Great. So we have left, I see Sylvia. I'll give her your message. Actually, yeah, that's the last one. So what is this? Anyone?
If I see Sylvia, I'll give her your message.
Okay, great. Okay, very good, very good. Now, let's move to another exercise that is, let's make up a story. Very simple story. There is an example. So if I drink a coffee, so we use if, and then the next student, I'll stay awake tonight. The next student, if I stay awake tonight, I'll fall asleep in the morning. Actually, maybe we can put them together like this. So one student one, and then student two, something like that. So first student will say, if I drink coffee, no, sorry. I'm thinking right now, this will not work so well. Let's do it in a different way. So we will make a story by, why it doesn't cancel? Oh, sorry, 1 second. 1 second. No, still the same problem. Okay, here we are, sorry. Okay, let's start this again. So let's make a story. And so the first student will say something, if I drink a coffee, and the second student will say, I'll stay awake tonight. If I stay awake tonight, and the third student say, I'll fall asleep in the morning. So something like that. Student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4, and then, of course, something like that. Okay, so you say the if I drink coffee, I'll stay awake tonight. If I stay awake tonight, I'll fall asleep in the morning, etc., etc. So for example, starting from Tika, you can make up an if sentence first. Let's try an if sentence.
Make an example.
Yes.
If I go to the beach.
Okay, so if I go to the beach, and then Raisa.
I will sunbathe.
And then maybe Raisa, you can add the second. So, and if I sunbathe.
And if I'll sunbathe, and if I sunbathe.
Elgin.
I won't get sunburned.
You won't?
I won't get sunburned.
If you sunbathe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's possible, but I don't understand.
Yes. I'm sorry. I thought if I wear lotion, I don't know.
Right. If I put something like sunscreen.
Yes, sunblock, sunscreen.
Right. Sunblock. Right.
Okay. If I sunbathe, I'll get a tan.
And then Elgin, you will add. And then
if I get a tan, maybe the ladies will like me more.
No, okay, so you will have to stop there and then someone else, right? But yes. Okay. So in this case, we always say, so we start with an if sentence, right? And then when it's your turn, you say the will part, right? And then you repeat that to give the chance, right, to the next student to add something after. So in our example, Tika says, if I drink coffee. Raisa says, I'll stay awake tonight. If I stay awake tonight. Elgin says, I will fall asleep in the morning. Yes. And if I fall asleep in the morning, someone else says, okay?
Okay, got
Something
it.
like that.
Thank you.
So this was the example. Let's start to make our own story. Let's see in one round how far we go with the story, okay? I'm pretty curious. Maybe we will start with, let me start with an if sentence, a very easy one. If I don't wake up on time tomorrow, Chichi?
I can running. I can go run.
And now Chichi add the if part, and if I can't go running.
If I can't go running.
Fikri?
If I can't go running, I will be. If I can't go running, I will be do other exercise.
And so, Fikri, and if I'll do other exercise?
If I do other exercise.
If I'll do other exercise. Ria?
I will take a bath after that.
And if I'll take a bath after that?
Yeah. And if I take a bath after that, Raisa ya?
Okay. So, But the Ria is still needed to put will, right? And if I will take a bath after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will take a bath after that.
Raisa?
I will be fresh, and I will be fresh.
You will be fresh. And okay, that's I can see that we are killing the story at the moment. So we started from the exercises, then the bath, now we are just fresh. Okay, let's start it again.
Yeah, we start fresh.
Let's start again with the Swardi. So Swardi, I'll give you an if sentence and you continue. So if I, let me think. Okay, if I party all night long.
If you sense, if I repeat, sir, your sentence, I don't
if
listen
I
it
party,
clearly.
if I party all night
If
long.
Let's see.
Okay, Mr. Swardi, can you hear Mr. Leo before?
No, miss. I don't. What is the sentence? I don't
Okay,
understand.
can you repeat again, Mr. Leo?
Yeah, sure. No. If I party all night long, if I have a party for all the night, right? If I dance and sing all night.
If I find a party, if I find.
If I have a party for all night long.
Okay.
Because we can just say.
No, I don't know the sentence, sir. The sentence.
Sure, I will write it down. I will write it down in the chat.
Okay, sir.
If I party all night long. So party can be also a verb, right? If I party all night long, okay? Just like that, we can say. So if I'm having a party, if I'm dancing, if I'm singing, maybe, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do during the party. But if I party all night long, what will happen?
I will get tired, sir. I will get tired.
Okay. Next one, Tika. So I will get tired. And if I get tired,
if I will get tired with if I will get tired if I don't
So we got tired, Tika. We got tired. Okay, we already got tired. Okay, so and so if I get tired, what will happen then? I will
sleep.
Okay, so maybe since we were at the party in the night, right? So maybe I will sleep all day long. What about this? I will sleep all day long. Can you repeat?
Sorry.
No problem.
If I work here all night long, I will get tired if I sleep night long.
So the first sentence here, Tika, is we said, if I party all night long, I will get tired. And if I get tired, I will sleep all day long. Is it clear?
If I get tired, I will sleep night long.
All day long, I think, because in our story, during the night I had a party, and then during the day I'm sleeping because I'm too tired, right? For example. So Raisa, what do you think will happen then?
If I sleep all day long, my eyes will swell.
So my eyes will be swollen.
It will be swollen, and if my eyes swell,
are to be, because for the eyes to be swollen, right? To be swollen.
Okay. my eyes will be swollen, and if my eyes are swollen.
Elgin? Elgin? If your eyes are swollen? We lost Elgin. Chichi, if your eyes are swollen?
Okay, I will compress it with the eyes.
You will, sorry?
I will compress.
Compress
with eyes.
With some ice. You do some ice packaging. I mean,
Yes.
has packs on your eyes. Okay. Yes. I see. That's a technique that I heard, but I never tried. Does it work?
If I compress my eyes with ice.
Okay. If I compress my eyes with ice, Fikri?
I will be pretty again.
Yes, that's right. And if I will be pretty again, Ria?
If I am pretty again.
Yes, if
I will go to hang out again.
Okay. So this is a cycle. So, and then party all night long again. This is party all night long, then sleep, swollen eyes, ice pack, and then party. Okay, I see the strategy.
You know, girls, man, right?
So I never tried ice packs on my eyes. Who did it for the swollen eyes, for the dark eyes? No one? No? Is there any secret technique that you use for your face beauty that you want to share with us? No? No one has a secret technique.
So as you know that I can, like read their minds.
Okay.
Miss Fikri actually want to say something.
Okay.
Miss Fikri want to say something. Look at her, right?
Yes.
I don't have any secret.
But do you do any special treatment to your skin or to your eyes?
Just like night skincare. I do it every day.
Everyday skincare with some sort of creams, masks?
Yep.
Like, do you have like, I know Korea is very famous for their skincare products.
Right.
So my, always when I had a Korean girlfriend, they always gave me face masks to put in the night. Because instead in Italy, we don't take much care of our skin compared to Korean. I don't know to Indonesian, but we don't care much.
Yeah, I think all of you have a very good skin already. So
maybe, but I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway, okay. Let's stop here. The stories. I think not easy to make up an interesting story out of this. Let's move to the second conditional at this point. So we did 0 first and now second conditional, and we will stop here for today. So, wait a second, I'm trying to cancel the. Okay, so here we are. So second conditional. So while the first and the 0 conditional were about something that is possible, something that is always true, right? Second conditional is the opposite. It's about something that is unreal or impossible. But again, Fikri especially is something that for example, if I'm saying that if I had a wish, I would, like to buy a house, that's something that I want still. It's not something that is unreal in the sense that I don't want it, right? So it's something unreal because the condition may never happen because of the condition. So the condition is impossible or unreal. So if I won the lottery, this is the condition because there is the if. This is unreal because the possibilities are very, very low. Very, very low possibilities. I would buy a big house. In this case, if we put when I won the lottery, doesn't sound good, right? So we must keep here, if I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. In this case, the form is by using past simple for the condition and would for the second sentence. Pretty easy again. Let's do some review. Let's try to rewrite, actually not rewrite, but remake these sentences into second conditional. So we have, it's raining, so we can't have lunch outside. So this sentence is not using the second conditional. This is something that is true, right? It's raining, so it's true that it's raining, so we can't have lunch outside. So we must make this sentence into a second conditional sentence. And so the condition, for example, raining, should be something unreal, impossible, something that is not happening right now, okay? So is there anyone that would like to try first? For letter A. It's raining,
Sir,
so we... Okay, great, Swardi.
If it was raining, we couldn't have lunch outside.
We couldn't. So if it was raining, we couldn't have lunch outside. If it was raining, we would not have lunch outside. Okay, so it's actually, you can say we couldn't have lunch outside. It's a sentence that makes sense because if it was raining, we couldn't. But also we can say, if it was raining, we would not have lunch outside. This is our choice, right? We decide not to have in that case. Okay. B, Fikri?
If I was busy, I wouldn't come with you.
Just one thing, Fikri. If I was busy, are you sure? If I was busy.
If I were busy, I wouldn't come with you.
Exactly. So here, remember, for the second conditional, was in general, was. You cannot find was. Okay, no was. Instead of was, we use where. It's just the rule here.
Yeah, where.
It's just the rule. Should be was, because it's the past simple, but it's an exception. So, okay, very hard to write. Let me get it straight. Okay, so if I were busy, I would not come with you. Okay, not if I was. Again, if I was is correct, it's past simple, but if for the second conditional, we use where. Okay, letter C, Chichi.
If this book is too expensive.
Attention, Chichi. Not this.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a second conditional, right?
Yes. If this book was too expensive, I was not going to buy it.
Okay. So, Chichi, first of all, if this book were
was
too expensive,
yeah.
again, because there is this exception, if this book were too expensive, so we use would. We use would in this case. So I
was not going to buy it.
I was not going to buy it. It's not using would, okay? Here, would, right? So we use would for the second conditional.
Yeah.
We use would plus the infinite. So
I would buy it. I wouldn't buy it.
I would not buy it. I wouldn't buy it. Okay, great. Okay, Chichi, let's repeat the sentence again.
This book were too expensive, so I would not buy it.
We don't need to put so in this case. It makes sense without it. So this book, if this book were too expensive, I would not buy it. Okay, great. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit tricky. You have just to use it many, many times, and then it will come natural to you. Okay, Ria?
If it were cold, I wouldn't go to the beach.
I wouldn't go to the beach. Okay, perfect, Ria. Raisa?
I wouldn't call him because I had not get his. I don't know.
We need if, Raisa. We need if, right?
I wouldn't call him if I had not get his phone number.
If I had not.
What?
So we can say if I hadn't got his number. But because here the past form, if I haven't got. Yeah, if I hadn't got, yes, if I hadn't got.
Sir, can we say if I didn't have his phone
yes,
number?
Sure. It's another way to say it. Actually, it's more easy for you. If I hadn't got, sounds very complex. If I didn't have, perfect. If I hadn't, also, no, actually. So if I didn't have, yes, if I didn't have. Okay. There is, I think, Tika left.
Mr. Leo, can I
Yes.
make one?
Yes.
Can I make one example?
Okay. Sure.
If I were a bird, I would be able to fly.
Perfect. Okay, if I would. Okay. Tika, I think it's the only one left, right? At this point. Tika, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, Tika, I don't have an example here, so I will ask someone else to make it for you. So, Raisa, please be gentle and be, and be understanding. Make a simple sentence for Tika. So make a sentence that is not using the second conditional, but that Tika could make into a second conditional. So you can make, for example, first conditional sentence.
Me, sir.
Okay, if Suhardi has it, yeah.
I'm not a bird, so I will not fly. I will not be able to fly.
Right.
I'm
actually,
not a bird, so I will not be able to fly.
Actually, in this case, we can also use the zero conditional because it's very, very, very true, right? So if I'm not a bird, I cannot fly, right? If I'm not a bird, I'm not able to fly, right? Okay, Tika?
Can you write in the chat?
So I will, yes, I will actually will write for you all in the slides, so it will be easier. Okay. So if I am not a bird, I cannot fly. For example, if I'm not a bird, I cannot fly. So, Tika, we must change this into the past simple, right? So if
I were a bird, not
a
a bird,
bird, okay,
I would not fly.
I would not be able to fly.
Be able to fly.
I would not be able to fly. Okay, because not be able is another way to say can, right? Cannot. I mean, can. Not be able, cannot. Okay, perfect. If I were not a bird, I would not be able to fly. Again, where is the exception in this case? Whew, okay. Somehow complicated. Let's move now to ask each other some second conditional questions. I took some examples from the internet, but you can also make your own questions. It's not really important. Just ask each other some questions. So I will start asking someone, and then we can keep going like we usually do. So for example, I will ask Fikri. So I will ask Fikri, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change?
I would be a man.
Okay, but Fikri, let's just say the full sentence. So if I could change something about one thing.
If I could change one thing about myself, I would be a man.
A man, okay. So Fikri, you really would like to be a man, to be reborn as man.
Yes, I think it's because I don't know what's in men's mind. So I just want to try.
So I understand. It's the main purpose is to understand us. Okay. Yeah, I would do the same if I could. Yeah. So, okay, this is the very simple. We can either choose one question or we can make our own question with the second conditional. If you make your own, try to make something interesting, right? Something that we are all curious about. So Fikri, you can choose one person and ask any of these questions or ask your own question.
Okay, Tika, if you could meet the TXT member, what would you do?
If I meet TXT members, I would be watch their concert in Korea.
I would watch their concert. Just that. So if you meet one of these members, you just watch. You maybe ask for for a picture. You can ask, or you can, I don't know.
First time I would be shaking when I meet them, and I don't have any idea when I meet them, and
okay.
I think watch the concert.
Okay, just watch the concert. Okay, but so Tika, I suggest you to think about it because you never know in life, right? You don't want to arrive unprepared. Okay, Tika, you can choose one question and ask someone.
Raisa, if you could have any job, what job would you like to have?
If I could have any job, I would like to be an astronaut.
I see, I see. Why is that, Raisa?
I want to see the galaxy and our world
from outside.
From outside.
From far away.
Far away. I'm curious. Is there any object that haven't found yet?
You're curious if there is anything in the outer space that we didn't discover yet. Okay, interesting. Also, I think in the near future, we will be able to visit the space as tourists, maybe. So let's see, maybe you can achieve this dream of yours in this way. Raisa, you can ask a question to someone else. We still have Elgin, Chichi, Suardi, Ria.
Miss Chichi, if we could live 300 years, how would life be different?
So Raisa asked the doctor, in fact, this kind of question. Chichi? You're muted, Chichi.
If I could live 300 years, I would life be singer.
Sorry?
I would life be a singer girl. Singer.
So if you could live 300 years,
who would life be different?
Because so this kind of question, let's try to better understand maybe this question. So first of all, if we could live 300 years, who is we?
All people.
All people, probably all people. So it's something like human race, right? All the human. So if we could live 300 years, so if humans could live 300 years, how would life be different? So what would happen to maybe our society? What would happen to our maybe relationship? What would happen to also to our daily life? Maybe it's more in this sense.
If we could live 300 years, the life would be
it's not easy to think about it, right? I'm thinking too, what could happen?
Would be like the life would be all. I think I can imagine life after 3 years, 3,000 years, 300.
300.
I think the life would be old.
Would be
old.
Old.
So
maybe we can say that we would be older than we are right now, of course. So maybe life will be more, would be more painful in a certain sense.
Yeah.
Or even more boring if it's too long. I don't know. Maybe not.
It will certainly be more crowded, I think.
Exactly. That's another problem. It would be definitely more crowded, right? If we could all live 300 years, the planet would be more crowded with humans. Okay. Chichi, you can ask.
If you had the choice to be stuck on an island alone or with someone you had, what would you choose?
Chichi, you hate.
Hate. Someone you hate. What would you choose? For Elgin?
Okay. If I had to choose between those two, I would choose to be alone with someone I hate.
Not alone anymore, but yeah, in the sense alone with someone.
Alone with.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
What was the word?
No, you can say like that. So you would prefer to be with someone you hate. So
yeah,
better than alone. I don't know. I think I would not choose that. Too scared. I think
because we are human. We are social beings. You know?
we
Even
are
if
social animals.
Yeah.
But I think could be very dangerous to spend, to be alone only with the person that I hate, right? I already hate him or her,
Yes.
right? So.
I was hoping that maybe we could have a turnaround maybe in our relationship. We were stuck, you know. Why are we hating each other right now?
Yeah, that's possible. That's definitely possible. Okay, Elgin, you can ask. We have a Swardi and Ria left, if I'm correct.
Okay, Mr. Swardi.
Yes.
Okay. If you could stay one age forever, what age would it be?
If I could stay one age forever, I would be very old.
So in this case, actually, the question here, Swardi, is asking if you could stay one age forever. So for example, I give you some options like 18, so 18 years old, or I don't know, 25, without writing 25, 40, 50, 80, forever. So the question here is saying, if you will not, if you could not grow up anymore, if you could not age anymore, so you will always stay the same age, okay? So what would you choose? What number would you choose to be forever? 18, 20, 40, 50, 60, 90, I don't know. Maybe you have your reasons.
Okay. Okay.
Is it clear, the question?
The question here, what age would it be? So if I could stay one age forever, I would be 60 years old.
60?
60.
60, 60. Why that one?
Years old. Yes. Because my age now 55. So the next age forever will be 60 years old.
I'm not sure to understand your reason, Swardi, in the sense that why do you like 60 especially to choose it forever? I mean, you can choose. In this question, you can choose. It's up to you. So why 60? Why do you like 60 as a number for your age?
I don't know, sir, how to say.
Okay, I'm pretty curious. So maybe you can try to express it in Indonesian, in Bahasa.
Yeah, right. Why do you like 60? Kenapa, Pak? Kenapa milih angka 60 gitu?
Ini one age forever.
I think maybe.
One age forever means one year else.
I think maybe there is a misunderstanding on the meaning of the sentence, right? So, so could you translate for us, Ms. Putri? So, if you could stay one age forever, you can choose any age you would like. So, for example, I would choose maybe 20 years old because I like to be young and active. Right?
I would choose 17.
Then we will discuss. I would like to discuss this with everyone. Let's first check. Be sure that Suardi understand this.
Iya, jadi Mrs. Wardi kalau mau nyimpen ya, maksudnya tetap gitu, apa usianya, usia yang pingin banget Mrs. Wardi mau tuh usia berapa dan itu tuh angkanya berapa gitu. Kalau 60 kan udah tua ya, gitu kan. Kalau kayak Miss Cici tadi kan dia mau pingin punya usia 17 tahun. Gitu kan, 17 tahun terus gitu. Awet muda gitu kan, karena masa produktif banget mungkin. Kalau Mr. Wardi, jadi yang dimaksud if you could stay one age forever, kayak cuman satu usia yang pingin Mr. Wardi keep itu usia yang keberapa tahun?
Ya,
apa ke 17 tahun, 20 tahun gitu kan.
Jadi kalau misalnya hidup selamanya, Bapak mau umur berapa?
No?
No, sir. I don't know, sir.
You don't know? Okay.
Yes, sir. No.
Okay. Maybe you cannot choose. I would choose to be younger. Then I'm curious about actually everyone else. Before, though, I would like Swardi to ask one question to Ria.
Another question, sir.
Yes, another question to Ria.
If you ran out money, what would you do?
I would buy an island.
A whole island. What you're gonna do with that, Ria?
I want to have an island because I want to get holiday every week, every day on my island.
On your private island. Or maybe I have a good idea. So if you can lend me your island for one day, I will put Elgin and his enemy on the island to see what will happen.
How much will it cost?
You can come on my island.
How much will it cost? I'm sure it will be expensive.
I mean, if Ria chooses a small island, I think it's maybe one day.
I mean the travel expense.
Anyway, okay. Maybe now, Ria, you can ask me one question among those, or one that you like.
If you were invisible, what would you do, Mr. Liu?
This question isn't in this list, right?
Oh, okay, in this list.
No. I was just curious because I thought there was this question, but I didn't include it because there were too many. But yeah, you just choose a question that it was in my list before. What would I do? That's very invisible.
It's quite a tough question.
Yeah, Elgin knows that. No, but I would, if I were invisible, I would certainly go to visit the most secret places on the earth. So, for example, I would like to sneak into North Korea, for example. I would like to sneak into maybe, how do you call that? Area 51 in in USA, this kind of very secret place that no one knows what's inside, right? So I would like to try to get into there. Anyway, thank you for your question. Now I would like to discuss all together, if you could stay one age forever, what age would it be? I'm pretty curious. I was thinking for myself, maybe 20. Maybe 20 was my favorite age ever.
I'm 22.
Okay, so almost perfect, Fikri. What age would you choose?
I choose 20 because it's not old and it's not young. It's like in the middle for me.
Right, right. Yeah, it's correct. Some people say that when you are young, you don't have money, so it's not too good as an age, but I think still pretty good. What about someone else, like Elgin? What age?
Hmm. Am I alone in this, or is there anyone else that could have one age forever, live forever? Because if I'm with someone or with someone taking care of me, I'll be a baby maybe. I want to be taken care of forever. I don't want to work.
Okay, so Elgin, baby, so you're referring to 1 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old, 6
Yes.
months. What do you
Yes.
like?
Maybe 1 or 2.
1 or 2.
Yes,
Okay.
they are stress free.
No, I would be scared actually to be back to be a baby.
Well, you won't
sounds
be
scary.
able to get scared. You are a baby.
Yeah, at that point, no. But anyway, Chichi, what about you?
I wanna back to the 17.
So I want to be back. To be, we must put a verb. So to be back to 17 years old. Okay. So why is that?
It's about I live my old love story in the 7th. Great about that.
Okay. So, but isn't 17 is in Indonesia underage, right? Still 18 is the, or 17?
No. 17.
17.
17 is already,
okay, so you're pretty free at that point to, you can drive and everything. So,
right.
So it's 17. It's a good time for B. Okay. Good. Who else? Ria?
I think I'm very happy with my life, so I want life must go on. So I don't have I don't have any age. I just want to happy, healthy, and after that I will into paradise. Yeah, I don't have a favorite age, I think.
So you would, so in order to answer the question, we would say I would not choose any age. I would like to continue to age. Okay, it's actually, we are done with the lesson, but I would like to ask quickly to Raisa and Tika, what's your age? I mean, what's your favorite age?
I would choose 17 years old.
And so a bit more than how much you have right now, right? And Raisa?
I want to be 12.
12? Okay, what?
I'm 15. I haven't experienced like you guys, and at that age, I still don't really care about life problem. Like, yes. Like,
so you experienced different ages until now. 12, it looked good. It was good. 12 years old was good. Okay. Anyway, okay, great. Let me move directly to the homework. We have 2 homeworks for today. First one is to complete the second conditional personality test. So we've been last lesson building up this test with the sentences that we made. And so today I will send it to you and you will just have to answer the questions. And so we will have the results then. And the second homework is also to listen to the conditional songs and choose your favorite. So we have 3 songs that use many times the conditional within the lyrics. So I invite you to listen. Those are lyrics videos. Read the lyrics while you're listening, and then just choose your favorite and we will share in class. Okay, very easy homework, but 2.
Okay.
So if there is any question,
yeah, as usual, you can ask me through WhatsApp group. Okay, no worries about that. I will send the PowerPoint and also the homework as well. Okay. Okay, so I don't want to take any longer your time. So I think we have to end this class right now. So see you again on next week. Okay.
yes, next week, and please send to Miss Putri the writing contest text if you if you completed it.
Okay. Okay, then thank you very much for all of you. I hope that you enjoyed the class and see you again. Bye-bye.